I'm Denise Dubois. I'm the editor of the Citizen of East Alabama, and today we're in the studio with Miss Belinda Strickland. Belinda Strickland, I knew I was going to say that. With Project Greenlight. Thank you for being with us.
Hello, hi. How are you doing this today?
Good. I'm so good. I'm so thankful it's Thanksgiving's coming up. Probably by the time you're seeing this, it's over. So I'm hoping that y'all had a good holiday. But yes, I'm really excited that you're here and to talk to us about Project Greenlight.
Well, thank you so very much. And you know, I always enjoy it. It's one of the most important groups here in Russell County.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's been around for a very, very long time. And I know you've seen a lot of goodwill that we've been doing lately, a lot of different projects. We've had a lot of different charity events, which, by the way, I wanted to say that, you know, the last one that we did was we did a wonderful pheasant hunt in honor of Steve Abbott, which, of course, all the funds went directly to Project Greenlight. We did a great turnout. The whole event just went over very, very well. And believe it or not, we had over 49 sponsors.
That is wonderful.
It was. The whole community came together. It was easy when I walked around and I spoke to so many different businesses. Everybody jumped forward and they're like, you know, hey, we know about Project Greenlight. We know what it stands for. And I mean, the support that we got. So it went very, very well.
So what is a pheasant hunt? For people who don't know.
Okay, well, a pheasant hunt, and we actually did it at the Grand Reserve, which is at Stan and Deb Huckabee's place out on 431. But anyway, it's you have like 15 stations. It's almost like a clay shoot, except you're doing real pheasants instead of clays. So you're actually hunting the actual birds as it happens. And at the end of the actual hunt, they have another crew that cleans the birds, the breast meat, packages it, and you get to take it home. It's fabulous. It tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. So, yeah, but it did. We drew a large crowd for that, and they had a great lunch buffet. They had breakfast ready for us when we got there. A lot of social gathering, and Steve Abbott and his actual family. So many of them actually showed up there in support too. So.
That's wonderful. Now, did you actually hunt?
Oh yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I
Did
did.
you shoot anything?
I did. I got action. I did.
That is so cool.
Actually, it was so funny too because they have this one bird called the money bird, and it's one bird that gets a red ribbon tied onto it, and when they release it, everybody wants that bird, but of course it has to wait by the luck of the draw that it comes towards your direction. And it's the only one that I shot. My husband Jimmy was there. We were paired up together, and we both just lost our minds. And we both shot at the bird, and we actually, then all the money that was collected, like from individual hunters, we took, you know, that goes back towards the actual prize for getting the money bird, and then we both just donated that money back to Project Greenlight.
That's wonderful. So talk to me a little bit about what your role is with Project Greenlight and how long you've been with them.
All right. Let's see. Well, it's kind of interesting. I'm on the board of directors. I'm actually the secretary. You know, I do some paperwork. You know, but on the side, really where I take a lot of run with is on doing all the charitable, you know, events, and I like to run forward, create some events, or work together with Jessica to do some of the ideas that she has so that we could just do a lot of fundraising, kind of like a natural area for me to be in. And I've been doing it with, I would say, wow, over 2 years now, I guess. I was actually still in law school when they brought it up to me because it was Steve Abbott and Joan Budd who thought, hey, we know her from other committees. I belong to a lot of other organizations, the Exchange Club, the Russell County Historical Committee. So I knew them all from different clubs. And they thought, you know what, you're great at fundraising, so why don't you jump on this one? And so I was put on this one 2 years ago, and I plan to stay until the end.
What drew you to it?
Mostly probably it's for what it stands for, because it does lean towards taking care of all the kids in the foster community here in Russell County. And if you look to see who's in need the most and who has been, it's them. You know, they're kind of like, you know, hidden under the clouds where people don't really notice it unless they're in that situation of having a foster child. And they don't see the heartbreaks that they go through, or they don't see the separation from their family, their siblings, or just when they want to get back together with their family, the drama that it may cause if they do, but yet their heart still wants them to. And so Project Greenlight has really stepped up in being able to provide an area and a place that's safe for all the kids to get back together with their actual, you know, birth parents, or to get together with their siblings or other family members, and know that they can enjoy that time, and it's not going to be a place where there's fear or there's arguing or discontent. It's a happy zone. And so a lot of the money goes towards taking care of the home and facility out there by Lakewood Golf Course.
So you mentioned the home, so tell us a little bit about what that is, because a lot of us may know that Project Greenlight assists foster and adoptive families in our community,
right?
But in the capacity with the home, talk to us about that.
All right, well, the home is actually a 4-bedroom, multiple bathroom home that is right there by Lakewood Golf Course. And actually, when you walk inside of it, you have different areas. Different rooms are now set up. So you might have a recreation area, a TV room, a homework room, an art room. There is a full operational, of course, kitchen that's in there. And it allows families to come in there together and do normal everyday activities. So if they get a full day to visit with each other, or even just a few hours, they can act like they're back in their home again.
And you say family as in their child who is in the foster system possibly, and then the parent who is trying to reconcile that relationship.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And one of the things I thought was really interesting that Jessica really pushes forward is on the kitchen itself. It's something there to show that when the parents show up, she encourages them to actually cook meals. Give it that family atmosphere of, hey, we're sitting at lunch or dinner together again. We're going to cook together. We're going to sit here at the table together. And it kind of gives that feeling of being back in the normalcy of a family where they used to be in that unit before things went wrong. So
you know, the wonderful thing about cooking a meal is you can do it together.
Yes.
And then there's just that time of the preparation, and you're working together, and it's just so that, you know, when people think of home and family, they think of the times they had around their meals.
They do.
So I love that that's a big part of it. And you said other things they can do together in that home are what?
Well, like for instance, if they had homework projects, maybe they have science fair projects, anything that takes the time that it gets involved with the actual schoolwork. So they have an area where they could sit down and do homework together and practice and study together. There's also like a relaxation area if they want to watch movies together or TV, or just kind of have that whole feeling of just being normal. Now, one of the other interesting things that they also have there is kind of like a huge pantry storage area where we take donations in, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, if it's diapers, if it's wipes. I mean, everything possible that someone would need in a household is actually stored in there. And we've got a lot of community support. We work very well with a lot of other organizations, including the United Way. So we've had a lot of success, and we really appreciate the community themselves for coming out and taking care of it. We do.
That's wonderful. If you had a need right now, what would it be from the community?
Right now, normally, it's always going to be more for the infants. It's going to be more for on the sides of diapers and wipes and the baby products, the shampoos, any of that stuff. Because we do actually have a lot of clothing, which is really nice. But usually it's always those types of surpluses. So anything, even with Christmas coming up, we'll have different things happening for that. So anything that the community wants to, but they can also just go out on our website for Project Greenlight.
Okay.
And when you're out, actually, there you got a couple of different links where you could select how you want to help, whether you want to do a one-time donation, a monthly donation, or if you actually want to donate something in general, and then you're able to contact us directly, and someone will get back to them and explain what's needed and how to do the drop-off, or where we'll come out and meet you. That's the thing.
I love that. I love making it just so easy.
It is. Everybody from Project Greenlight, it doesn't matter. You find one of us, we're going to meet you somewhere and say, hey, no problem, pull over on the side of the highway right there, 280. Oh, be careful, though.
We'll be right there.
Yeah.
That's
so
wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else that you want our viewers right now to know about Project Greenlight, or anything that's coming up?
Well, we do have a fundraiser right now that we've just started, and actually it's a joint fundraiser with Project Greenlight and a couple of other organizations out there, namely some of the local churches out there that I'm working with, and with Harriet Tolbert. And she's an amazing woman here in the community, and I am right there standing next to her as we're trying to get some things accomplished. So the latest one that my husband and I have come up with through our 501c3, which is called the Grace of Goodwill. We've actually been doing a lot of charitable events for about 4 years now for the community. Project Greenlight's been one of them, the Exchange Club, we're doing things for the Russell County Historical Society. We also do them for the Fort Mitchell Fire Department. Okay. So we have a lot of fundraisers that we do throughout the year, every year, and then we take the funds and then we divide it up. And we've been doing a lot of focusing on Project Greenlight, but now with the season coming up, there's other areas that are also in dire need. And there are a couple of churches and community areas through Harriet Tolbert out there in Hatchetchubby and Hurtsboro and those areas that could really use some help. So we are doing a 31 guns for 31 days. And now we know there's a couple of other groups that do that every year also, so it's new for us.
Okay.
It's a lot of work. I'm going to tell you what, it's a lot of work.
What is that?
Okay, so what it is, we're selling raffle tickets, and I'll make sure that I drop them off at the station to see if anybody wants any.
Yes.
But you buy 4 for $100 or 1 for $30. And what's going to happen is that once you get we get all the 1,000 tickets sold, we're going to actually pull raffles. We have a couple of different ways we planned on doing it. We're trying to find a very unbiased way of pulling numbers, and we thought maybe using the lotto balls that come out on TV every day, and then that number that pops up is the number for the winning day, but it goes for 31 days. So on the first day, we pull the balls off, whatever the number is, that's the winner off the ticket, and they're going to win a gun. Now, here's the cool thing about it, because we're working with Money Miser that's over here on 280. And it's a little different this way because we did everything from handgun, different types of pistols, to all the way up to your rifles, your shotguns, from your hunting type rifles to your marksman type rifles. I mean, we've got a complete array of them. But what makes it different is that if for some reason you win, let's say you win a rifle and it's something you don't want, well, they're going to do a trade-in so that you'll get credit in their store. So if you come in and say, you know, I really don't want this, and they're going to let you get something else.
That's really cool.
It is. We had to be very kind of careful too, because you know you have to be 21 or older. If somebody young would win, we had to make sure that legally they couldn't and nobody can sign for them. So whose ever name is on the ticket is who actually gets the prize, and then they'll figure it out when they get there. But because there's so many other things that you could choose from jewelry, purses, I don't know. It's holiday time.
And you know, I would love a raffle and win a gun and maybe trade it in for something shiny. I would love that.
They have a lot.
Is there anything else that you would like for our viewers to know?
Let's see, you mean out of other organizations we're working with right now?
Specifically Project Greenlight coming up with the holidays.
Okay, let's see. With Project Greenlight, we're going to have a lot of different Christmas fundraisers, not fundraisers, but events coming up. We'll actually end up gathering, you know, toys, putting all the Christmas packages together to hand out to the young kids in the community. Well, that's actually a really big event, so we can always use donations for that. That's a big thing. So if you have, whether it's going to be you want to donate money and then we purchase them, or if you just want to swing by or let us know that you've picked up gifts yourself, and for all different age groups, both boys and girls, that way we can kind of designate them out so we know which kind of areas they're going to go to. But we're so in need of the community to come forward to help us with that, because we have a lot of families in the foster care system in this area, and a lot of them, you know, do not have good Christmases.
That's right.
So whatever we could do to make that better, make it a happy time for them, it would be great.
Wonderful. So if you are able to donate or you would like to donate, one of the ways you can do that is by going to their website.
Yes.
Which you should see on the screen right now. If you visit that, follow some of the links, get in touch with them. And that's the way that we want to say to donate?
Yes, you can absolutely go. The best way would be to either go to the website and contact that way, or you can actually contact me. Okay. I am not afraid to say that. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but anybody can contact me via my email, which is belindamstrickland@gmail.com. Or you can call me or text me at 480-387-1119. And definitely texting's probably easier because you'll get through and I'll see it, and then I'll know, oh, okay, well, I can definitely get back with you, and I can meet you wherever, and then I can drop them off over at Jessica over at the home that we have. So
that's wonderful. And we're going to put that email and the number on the screen for you again. So if you didn't catch it the first time, you should see it right here. Thank you so much for being with us. I certainly appreciate it. And we thank you for watching.